Hi guys, we're in my kitchen. I'm just going to try and do something that's technically supposed to work, but I've never tried it and it's probably not the best first attempt to try, because I'm going to try and solder a wire onto aluminium. Soldering onto aluminium is technically possible, but it's a fuss. And the reason it's probably a not good idea to try this particular project is because I'm trying to solder onto a LiPo battery, which is never going to be a good idea. I'm in the kitchen so that if things go wrong, at least there's nothing going to catch fire here. I can just throw it over onto the cooker here if necessary. But what you have to do is you have to clean the surface. Now, first of all, the surface I want to solder onto is just here, because that's where the original tag was spot welded in place and it fell off. Now, I've tried getting some solder onto exactly that bit there, and that didn't work, so I'm now going to go for the method you use for soldering on aluminium, which is you cover it in oil first, because as soon as you clean the surface of aluminium, it instantly oxidizes and stops you soldering on it. So I've got some cooking oil. In fact, this is my special cooking oil that I use for various things, which is why it's got cooking oil for hobby use only written on it. So I'm going to put some oil on there, and then I'm going to try and clean it with this bit of sandpaper. The theory being that where I clean it, the oil stops the oxidization. Now, the big issue is that if we overheat it, it's all going to go horribly wrong anyway. Now, what I'm looking at there is that looks to me like that's some other metal material on the top there that's been spot welded on. So it looked like the tag was spot welded onto another bit of metal that was spot welded onto the aluminium. So I don't know which one we're going to get any solder onto. And if we overheat the LiPo battery, then it's going to get all upset with us anyway. My brain is telling me just try soldering onto that metal tag. And don't even bother trying to solder onto the aluminium. But having set this up, I now want to see whether we can actually do it. Are we hot? Yes, we're hot. There's not a lot happening there. Did we get some there or not? No, that came straight off again. How about onto that metal surface that we've just been trying to clean? There's warmth there now. We don't want warmth. Cool down again before I touch it again. Trouble is, it's got to be hot enough for the solder to melt and combine with the aluminium, and that's probably enough to set the LiPo off. It's definitely not soldering to the aluminium. You have to somehow or other scratch the surface with your soldering iron. That's the technique. I've watched videos on it, of course. But that's not happening there. I don't like that. That's getting hot, hot. That's cooling down straight away again, though. Alright, well, I'm going to give up on that idea, in essence, but I do still want to try and get this soldered onto there, so we'll just see whether I've managed to get solder onto that, whatever that other metal plate is. Nah, that's not worked either. I'm not enjoying this. This is out of my comfort zone. Nah, that's not taking. I'm half glad it's not taking, to be honest. This is probably going to be one of those LiPo batteries that I abuse and hit with a hammer or something. But whatever that metal is there, it doesn't want to take solder either. So the aluminium doesn't want solder, and this doesn't want solder. I have got some different flux I could try. Right, we're not hot at the moment. We might have got some solder onto whatever that other metal is. Might. Oh, that's cool. Right, well, we failed to solder to aluminium, but that flux that I just used, which is plumbing flux, which is full of acid, does seem to have given us a fix on there. So I can probably solder onto that one, and we will at least have a working battery. one, yes. So, we have a working battery again, albeit not one that I'm going to trust very much. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.